I don't think I set up a browser stream. I am an absolute genius. I am never prepared for these things. I could just capture my entire desktop, but then I risk leaking shit. Do I have a browser stream on this particular module? I don't. That's fun. Add source. Add new source. Chrome. Yeah, I use Chrome. Want to make fun of me? Want to fight about it? You probably do. Oh. Oh, is that for extensions? I'm stupid. You know, it's not a me stream if I don't mess stuff up. Capture smooth window. Yes. Yes. Does it really not want to capture Chrome? Ah, here we go. Ah, don't tell me they put a copy protection on it. They might have. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, I was going to say no. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to react to these things, considering the whole point is to get attention on these indie devs. I'm not going to be showing the main show because of copyright stuff and things and stuffs. But I will be showing all the indie stuff because I like the indie stuff a lot. I just gotta go onto my own feed here and make sure it's all working. But I will be showing all the indie stuff because I like the indie stuff a lot. That's annoying. When I switch to my Steam Deck, it fucking... or Stream Deck, it fucking... makes it go white. That's annoying. I kind of need to check chat here while watching the content. That's annoying. When I switch to my Steam Deck, it fucking... or Stream Deck... Is there a way to isolate... I wish I could take chat and just open it as a separate widget with Streamlabs. That'd be nice, but I can't. I have not seen any of Day of the Devs yet. I've seen a bit of the main show because I was reacting to Saw earlier, which, so glad we're getting a new Saw game. That makes me happy. Let me make sure we have audio for everything. I have not seen any of Day of the Devs yet. I've seen a bit of the main show because I was reacting to Saw earlier, which, so glad we're getting a new Saw game. That makes me happy. Yay! My window capture doesn't have frickin' audio. Sorry if this is boring. I just am bad at... I should have set all this stuff up beforehand. It should be monitoring audio. It's not. Of course it's not. Shit. Alright, what if I let it go through desktop audio? Would that be a problem?
Okay.
There we go. I can do it like that. I just gotta make sure when I click tabs here, it doesn't go white like that, because it's YouTube's stupid HDCP bullshit. Can I pull myself in so I can just see chat? 'Cause I know that's all working. So I don't want to have to look back and forth to my phone at chat here. Alright, I'm fairly sure I got it all settled. This is Day of the Devs.
Day
of the Devs, as you know, is a 100% nonprofit where our all-volunteer curation committee finds and presents the best in new games for you, and also a chance to meet the developers who made them. So while I'm working on this problem, you just sit back and enjoy Day of the Devs. Programmere. Lots of no?
There's nothing I dread more than having to make a top 10 list of video games, but if I did, I'd definitely put Nidhogg on that list. So I'm very excited to show you a world premiere of what Messhoff's been working on.
World premiere.
Hi, I'm Mark Essen. I'm the creative director and co-founder of Messhoff. You might know us for our 2014 hit Nidhogg, which is a fencing tug-of-war game with flying worms that eat you at the end. More recently, we came out with Wheel World, an open-world bicycle racing game about saving the world. I love making games. I've been making games since I was probably 15 years old. It's something I do for fun in addition to my job. So at night, you might find me just sketching out ideas for little games and sending them around to friends, which is how Blood Dungeon was created.
I saw a bit of this already because I was pre-watching this to make sure everything was working, and this looks pretty neat, honestly.
Blood Dungeon is a platforming game where you're not just standing on platforms, you're crawling on the sides of platforms, you're hanging from the ceilings, you're walking across tight ropes, you're jumping onto nets, climbing ladders. It's not a Metroidvania, you're not like learning these skills over time, so you can think of it like Vampire Survivors crossed with Spelunky.
I've not played Spelunky. I've seen a lot of people
really
play it,
miss
though.
like animation and just being able to hand animate pixels, and so it was fun to just churn them out, make lots and lots of silly little characters and amazing stuff. And I think the game turned out really fun. There's a handful of arenas to explore. You'll unlock over 100 weapons. It's like these other Survivor games you've probably played where you're kiting the enemies and they're sort of following you in a big mass. But in this game, you're in a maze as well, a maze with gravity. It's really a game about routing. You get to know the levels, you get to know which weapons work with which other weapons, and maybe find a character that you really connect with based on the art or just the way they move. So I'm excited to share it more widely when it comes out later this year.
Where's my shirt is stained? Whoops.
The coolest thing about video games is that anything is possible. However, it is likely impossible that you could guess what this next game is.
What is this? This looks cool.
Hello, I'm Andres Bordi, and I'm Mason Smith, also known as Airdwarf, and we are very excited to show you Tenebris Somnia, our game, which is a retro survival horror with live-action cutscenes.
Oh, so kind of like, neat. Oh, damn, that's terrifying. That's actually really cool. So it literally jump scares you with live
That's right,
action?
these
Oh, that's cool
insane
shit.
madmen actually put in a live-action horror movie made by a professional production company and an award-winning special effects team right here in their Fixel Border game.
Okay, that's really cool, honestly. I might play this. Yo. That would scare the shit out of me.
So, the story of Tenebris Somnia follows Julia, an Argentine girl who's having nightmares every night about her ex-boyfriend Ivan being killed by horrible monsters. And she finds out that the nightmare is real and now she's trapped inside it.
Ah, this looks really cool. If I play this, I'm gonna play it with one of my friends and not tell them anything about the live action stuff, just so they get jump scared because I'm a dick.
Remember from games like Resident Evil, but it has this super retro, chunky pixel aesthetic, and in order to survive, Julia has to solve puzzles and collect items and also manage her consumables if she's going to make it through. So once I was playing Faith on streaming, and I said I would like to do something like this. Yeah, and in 2023, Dave Autry came to me with the trailer for Tenebrosomnia, and he said, hey, I want you to check this out and let me know if you think this would be a good title for us to publish.
Well, I had known Andres and Tobias and the guys at Cybot Studios down in Argentina for quite a long time, and I knew how much Faith inspired Tenebrosomnia. So I said, guys, there's really only one way we're making this game, and that's if Airdorf signs on as executive producer.
Andres was the director of one of my favorite horror short films, Alexia, and so I was really excited. I immediately said yes. I didn't put it together at the time, but I think it was just this weird, evil twist of fate that we get to work together now.
It's generally terrifying. The fact that it goes into live action as well, that's really neat.
It's something that it hasn't been done in a really long time, specifically combining this retro-style gameplay with live-action scenes that look this group. And besides filming on sets, they also filmed on location in several places in Buenos Aires. These cutscenes bring a lot of talent from the film industry in Argentina, and also television, and also the theater industry. And also the monsters that you see in pixel form during regular gameplay make an appearance in live action, and they were achieved using practical and digital makeup and monster VFX by an awards-winning special effects team, and absolutely no generative AI. The game and the cinematics get really crazy and psychotic towards the end, and I can't wait for y'all to play it.
Cool.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to show you Tenebrosomnia. Please look for Tenebrosomnia later this year on October the 16th on PC and consoles. Tenebrosomnia, retro nightmares, real life horrors, October 16th,
Dude, this looks
2026.
cool.
Get ready to get your groove on with our next title, Mr. Records. Two of the game's designers, who you'll meet in a moment, are also its composers. That is so cool. French developer Glitchies has put together a combination of mechanics and music that'll leave you nodding your head and tapping your feet. Enjoy this world.
Universio Revelio is what people call that now.
I'm not doing that. Enjoy this world premiere of Mr. Records.
Hi, I'm Charles. And I'm Valentin. We are the composers and game designers behind Glitchy Studio, creators of Headbangers Rhythm Royale and Musical Story.
Our small studio focuses on crafting innovative music games, and today we'd like to introduce our new project, Mr. Records. This is George. He has an extraordinary gift. He can travel through music. As soon as he hears the first notes of a record, he's transported into vivid worlds where he interacts rhythmically with the environment and unfolding events.
Sending your ears, give up your
that's
fears.
A wide range of musical gameplay experiences shape these journeys, letting you feel the music in a truly unique way.
Nice. Kicking the brains.
When he's not exploring these musical worlds, George runs his record store. Every journey completed becomes a vinyl available for sale in the shop. Your goal is to understand each customer's needs and match them with the right record. Everyone has their own way of expressing what they're looking for, along with a distinct personality. Their stories intertwine with George's, creating a narrative that is intimate, humorous, and heartfelt.
That's neat.
Selling records allows you to acquire new ones to play, forming a fresh and surprising gameplay loop.
As composers, this record shop setting is really inspiring, as it gives us the freedom to explore a wide range of musical styles.
So this is George's life, told track by track. Over 45 songs, each tied to a moment, a memory, or a feeling. We had so much fun creating and recording all those songs, and we'd like to give you a quick preview of the result.
I'm sitting in my armchair and I don't know what to do or what to say.
I would have a good copyright nail for this. I might. Shit.
It's a sausage blue.
I knew it was for life. This day became
Always music that's a funky thing.
Take all the bad days about weather, then flip it around and make it all better. Just give it a strong
And Eminem.
We got one life, make this your treasure.
I don't think it is.
We're a small team of 4, and we've poured a lot of heart into this game. There's still so much more to share about Mr. Records, so stay tuned for more updates coming soon. Bye!
In the spirit of camaraderie with fellow Canadians, Day of the Devs alums, and makers of Spiritfarer, here is Thunder Lotus with some exciting news.
Ah, yeah, Thunder Lotus.
I'm a game designer.
I'm Stefania. I'm an art director.
Love
We're
the
from Thunder
studio.
Lotus in Montreal, Quebec, and you might know us from our game Spiritfarer.
Yeah, I played
For the
Spiritfarer.
past 7 years, we've been working on something quite different. Our latest game, 33 Moments.
Oh, right, they're the ones making this.
How many games have you played where you really wanted to play with random strangers?
How many times have you felt the primal thrill of defeating massive enemies in epic raids without the stress, the grind, or wondering if you're good enough? Welcome to 33 Immortals, our co-op action roguelike for 33 players. No waiting around, you jump straight into the action through instant matchmaking, you tear through hordes of enemies sent by God to punish you, and rebel against the wrath of God together. You can play solo if you want, or with 1, 2, or 3 friends, because in 33 Immortals, everything is about cooperation.
This looks cool too.
We spent a lot of
They always
time
reveal a lot of
designing
cool
the
stuff
game
in
so
Day
that
of the
you
Devs.
want to play with others, even if you don't know them. There is no voice chat in this game. You use in-game emotes to communicate with your fellow rebels. Combine your strength, whether you're a tank, specialist, ranged, or melee
I could see
player,
people getting a
and
Discord
push
party
forward
of 33
on battle
people
lines.
and just having a fucking
You
raid
will die,
voice
And
chat.
that's
That'd be
okay.
cool as hell.
because with every run, you grow stronger. You'll have to. What you're up against is nothing less than the wrath of God. And the best part? You never face it alone. You face it together. 33 Immortals releases this summer.
So come join the rebellion.
This looks really cool though. There's a lot of cool stuff being announced. Xbox exclusive.
Sometimes
Interesting.
in life, there are things that just make you want to give up and go fishing. An apocalypse that ravaged the Earth and left us in a world filled with Lovecraftian nightmares and mutants might just be one of those
Wait,
things.
what?
So pop on your waders, folks, and grab your lures. From Dream Dock, this is Dreadmore.
Okay, this
Hi,
sounds cool.
I'm Rostislav Fedorov, CEO of Dream Dog Studio, and today I'll be talking to you about Dreadmore.
Yo, this looks neat. Totally getting a copyright strike.
Dreadmore is a first-person fishing adventure game set in a world where long ago a catastrophe took place, changing the land, water, creatures, and the people who survived. Now it is a dark, dangerous place that is flooded and rotting. As the player, you travel on a fishing boat that is your lifeline in this world, but that also means it is your responsibility to keep it
This looks
fueled
really
up
cool.
and repaired. You can go on the land, walk from place to place, and meet the people living in this world. Those people can be quite strange, but you'll find that as you talk to them,
It
you'll
also looks
pick up
quite
words
relaxing,
and
too.
learn
I
a
wanna
lot
play
about
this.
the place that they live. The most important part of the game, fishing. We made sure that fishing is not just a simple mini-game. You start by checking the water, casting your line, and then you wait. What happens next depends on what bites.
Yo.
Every type of creature needs a unique way to catch them. The right rod, bait, timing, and some need a completely different approach. And if you want to catch the rarest of creatures, you'll need to be at the right place in the right time. Anything you catch can't be sold to traders or broken down to use for crafting. You can also scavenge and salvage materials that you find. You use a harpoon to pull and floating debris. One man's junk is another man's treasure. If you want to go too deeper into the game, you have to craft bait, harpoons, medicine, and gear. Very often you'll need to make what you need from what you can gather by yourself. There are many things we haven't shown yet, and I'm sure that you'll be surprised by what the game has in store, so make sure that you wishlist the game and join our Discord to stay updated and get more.
Be right back. Dreadmore. Q4 2026. This looks really cool though. Just gonna. Steam, would you stop recommending me a game about washing giant naked women? No, seriously. Steam's been recommending me this game for like the last week, and I have no idea why. I think it's because I have Katawa Shoujo in my library that it thinks I like this kind of stuff, and it's like, no. Katawa Shoujo actually has a story behind it. Anyway.
Information about our game. Thanks for tuning in, and welcome one and all to the world of Dreadmore.
Because I have Katawa Shoujo in my library that thinks I like this kind of stuff.
We've got some news from a game we've been following for quite some time. It's from a Canadian studio that knows their retro.
Welcome to the end, hero. When would you like to begin?
Hi everyone, I'm Nick.
And I'm Robbie. We're the co-founders of Real Games, a small Canadian indie studio.
Back in high school, the two of us made a promise to each other that we would one day make a love letter to the JRPGs we grew up on. Games like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, Xenogears, the sorts of games that we played right after school, huddled next to a CRT, and the kind of games that decided what we wanted to do growing up.
I never had a round screen CRT that I play games on. I had
away from
a
our jobs to actually go.
I had a flat screen.
The game is called
one.
Threads of Time. A
It
turn-based,
wasn't like widescreen. It was like
time-traveling
one of
RPG.
those 16:9 ones.
Some of what you're about to see here today
Before we're through, I don't
hasn't
know.
been shown anywhere else yet, including a first look at our time ship, the Needle.
You captain the Needle, and you fly between the eras and gather party members from across history, all in a quest to restore the order
This
of the
just
fallen
sounds like
Time
a
Knights.
Chrono Trigger
You can go
ripoff,
to the future,
though.
you can go to prehistory and see the dinosaurs, and if you'd like, you can even prevent them from
This
extinction
Looks
and see them
cool,
evolve.
but it just
through
sounds like
time.
a Chrono Trigger ripoff.
Combat is turn-based, the kind that we grew up on. Each character manipulates time in their own way with the goal of interrupting enemies' attacks. How you bend
Neat.
time is key, as are combos between party members.
Okay, this looks cool.
Time is a through line for our whole game, and you'll definitely
They're
feel
showing
it
a
in
bunch
combat.
of cool stuff, though.
The team that we've put together still does not feel real to us. We've been able to find all of these JRPG fans from across the industry, from AAA veterans to indie darlings who've worked on games like Shovel Knight and Deltarune and more. We're also super fortunate to work with legends from Japan, whose work on Final Fantasy, Xenoblade, and more is part of why we're here today. We can't wait to share more about these legends that we're collaborating with soon.
Threads of Time represents our lifelong goal to create cherished game experiences, just the way like others did for us back in the 90s and beyond. That's our mission that we set out at Real Games, to craft retro-infused RPGs that awaken cherished childhood memories.
I do like how
So
this
that's a little
genre's
about
not
us
dead.
and Threads
It
of
feels
Time.
like it's
It means
dying, so a
lot
lot
to
of
show a
RPGs are
glimpse
switching
of what
to
our team
weird
has been up
combat
to,
systems.
And we cannot wait to share more.
Thanks so much for having us at Day of the Devs.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, Xbox exclusive. Wow, PlayStation's getting effed as usual because
Not often you get
PlayStation's
to world
indie.
premiere a game that's been in development for
PlayStation's getting effed as usual because PlayStation's indie program is apparently really bad. And Microsoft and Nintendo surprised? No, I'm surprised that Nintendo Switch isn't getting anything. Like Nintendo really just didn't want to be involved in this year's Summer Game Fest. They don't have a thing going. A lot of games aren't going to Switch 2. It's not good. Not looking good.
22 years, but here we are. I first played this game back in 2004. It's since gone on to be released in multiple fashions, and I'm excited to show you the next evolution.
Oh, hi there. I'm Mare.
I'm Reagan.
And we're MetaNet Software. You might have heard of our games N, N+, and N++.
Today we're delighted to announce that we're back on our bullshit with a little something we like to call N plus infinity times 2.
What?
It's an all-new, online multiplayer-focused iteration of the world's best platformer.
TM.
And we're so excited to tell you all about it here at Day of the Devs.
For those of you who aren't familiar with our games, they're a bit different from other 2D platformers thanks to their unique momentum-based movement mechanics that give them their own distinct flavor.
We call it parkour platforming. So you play as a ninja, gracefully and effortlessly flowing through the levels.
It's all about pure distilled gameplay.
This gives me
and
like
game feel that you
retro
can't get anywhere else.
Atari
Unlike
vibes.
the previous games in this series, N plus Infinity times 2 is not so much about the hardcore single-player experience. Although there will of course be a solo campaign for you to hone your ninja skills. Instead, this one is about platforming with your friends. And if you don't have any friends, no worries. There's matchmaking.
We've taken our unique brand of acrobatic, virtual athletic 2D action gameplay and used that as a foundation to build 5 fresh, local and online multiplayer game modes. Some game modes are tried and true staples, some are new to the series, and some are new to the world. Mingle player, co-opetitive. With this game we're really Ouroboros-ing the lexicon.
You'll be running around with your friends, luring enemies into your opponents, making the ultimate sacrifice for your teammates, and hunting each other with rockets.
That's my favorite part.
There are only 3 buttons, so it's an easy game to get into, and anybody can pick it up and play it casually at a party. But there's no skill stealing, so it also supports legit competitive play.
We like to think of it as couch-ready, tournament-worthy.
We've been making this series for
Man,
a
you really want to get in a
disturbingly
tournament,
long
don't ya?
time, and
You're
we're
straight
very
up
excited
saying
to
it.
put our 2 decades plus of game design experience into your hands. This is going to be launching sometime next year.
It's like,
on
just
all
make your
platforms.
game. Don't make them
You
with
wanna
the
get a taste
aspect
for
of being in a
yourself? Please
tournament.
head over to our Discord
Let
and
people
sign up
just
for playtesting. We can't.
Hold on. Okay. It's like, devs, just make your games. Don't make them with, like, tournament focused in mind. Please. Like, or else you end up with a game like Mortal Kombat 11. That game annoys me.
Wait to play with you and see what you think. And most importantly, please wishlist N plus Infinity times 2 on Steam so that the algorithm doesn't hate us.
Thanks so much, Day of the Devs, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks. Bye.
Sometimes, a game transports you through the looking glass into a world that you can't help but be fascinated by. Our next title, Into the Unwell, does just that. Swedish developers She Was Such a Good Horse have created an action roguelite with a wild, unique world that you can explore solo or with friends. So settle in and get ready to hear the story of one strange cat.
Oh, hello there. My name is Morten. I'm working on a small Swedish indie studio called She Was Such a Good Horse. We're working on a game called Into the Unwell. It's a rubber hose roguelite game.
That's a cool logo.
Hey, dude, you made it! Come and sit down. I was just about to tell a little story. Have you ever heard about this very unlucky cat? No? All right. So he was just walking around town, and I always...
Oh, it's an actual cat. This is giving me 3D Cuphead vibes.
And he was popping pills for the thrills, you know. Uppers, downers, in-betweeners.
Wonder if we've been muted yet.
Some cute and odd-looking friends. They tried to work it up, and there was no cooperation. And after everything and all the lessons learned, suddenly you were face to face with the absurd. This is it. It's gonna show the world. But no, he failed. Anyways, the moral of the story is...
It's always a pleasure to debut games in Day of the Devs that intertwine the personal stories of their creators. This world premiere
Why debut?
is intimately special and worth paying attention to.
Okay, just gonna watch some highlights real quick and check some emails. Where were we? What the hell were we doing? Come on, focus, focus, focus.
I'm Case, and this is Bub, a narrative adventure game about making art, healing, and New York City.
Hey everyone, I'm Todd Anderson. I'm a software artist, poet, and educator based in New York City, and I did gameplay design and code for Bub.
Since I was a little kid, I've always liked drawing, whether that was with pencils or markers or scissors or collage, whatever I could get my hands on, really.
And I wanted to create a gameplay structure that showed off all those different styles in different worlds. The main story takes place in New York City, but Bub is an artist, and he's constantly bringing the player into his memories and into his art. And so you might dive from a pen and ink style New York City directly into a childhood school hallway and into a show choir performance where he's nervous if he'll be able to dance correctly.
It's that approach that gives the game a very textural feeling, and those textures mimic the emotional underpinning of each scene.
You gotta be careful with these kind of games now. There was one of these games that released, it was... I don't remember the name, but it was apparently it's like just a massive cutscene. And apparently it was released by a Nepo baby that had none of these experiences. I doubt this is the same case, but yeah.
3 years ago, Todd and I were making really good progress on the game. We lived in the same neighborhood in Brooklyn, and in the afternoons we could walk to each other's houses and work on Bub. But something unexpected happened, and I got really sick and was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Ooh.
And during that time, I lost a lot of my vision, my dexterity in my hands, and it was basically impossible for me to make art. So Todd and I focused on our friendship, and I focused on healing. And little by little over time, the old connections that had always existed in my brain, the ones that told me how to make things and how to use my hands, they started to come back. I had a choice. I could keep looking down into the bottomless pit of despair, or I could focus on how many good things had happened to me in my life, how many good people I'd met. I decided to go there and focus on gratitude, and that's become a central theme of the game.
But it's ultimately a hopeful story and about drawing connections between your own hardships and difficulties and using that to connect with other people and appreciate what you have and share it with others. Bub is also a game about New York City. It's a place that both Case and I have lived and made work for over 10 years, and we wanted to capture some of that energy of being a young person, figuring out what you care about and how to say it, alongside a bunch of other people that are just trying to do the same.
We've been lucky to collaborate with our talented friends. Adam Schatz has laid down an amazing blanket of music and sound throughout the entire game. Asher Kurtz has written beautiful additional guitar music for the project as well. Whitmer Thomas, fresh off of his supporting role in the film Weapons, is the voice of Bub.
Really?
Life
I need to see Weapons. I heard that's a really good movie.
Like a coming of age that was never gonna end. Then it all changes.
And our friends at Some Point Sound have built a rich layer of effects that's really bringing the game to life. We're so excited to share this game with you in 2027, and please follow along with us at our Steam page, and thanks so much.
I first met Mike Boxleiter in Iowa over a decade ago when he was making incredible mobile games. He went on to create Secret Hitler, which is a huge success in the board game community. Now he's back with a few friends.
Oh, he's the
to make
guy
a
who
new
made
video
that?
game, and they're here to show you a world premiere.
I have not played that, but I know it's like Ultimate Werewolf.
Hi, I'm Mike Boxleiter, creator of Lazy River.
Lazy River is a co-op first-person shooter set at the galaxy's most unregulated water park, Water Station 1. The water park is connected by an infinite lazy river that runs the length of the park. Since the water park is on a space station, they can only use special space water. Because of the special properties of space water, you should not pee in the pool. If you do pee in the pool, the pee will go back up into you and turn you and everyone else in the water into zombies.
Nice.
You and 3 friends are at the park for a fun vacation, but one guy peed in the pool, and now everyone else in the park is a zombie that wants to kill you. You'll need to build a raft and ride the lazy river to the other end of the park to escape. The first objective in the game is building your raft. It's your floating base, your greatest resource, and the strongest weapon in the game. Start building by gathering inner tubes and lashing them together. You'll have to leave your raft to scavenge for materials from around the park, however. The whole place is infested with zombies, but lucky for you, once the zombification process is finished, the zombies are vulnerable to water. Fight them with pool noodles, water guns, and water balloons, and make your way back to the raft with your loot. On your raft, you're safe from the zombies. Unless you get some hop-ons.
This looks pretty fun to play with one of my friends that likes this kind of stuff.
If you get hurt, cook up some hot dogs on the grill to regain your strength. Use scavenged materials to craft armor, turrets, and engines for your raft. Make sure to build something balanced and don't make it too heavy. A raft that can't drive straight is a sitting duck. Build smart and create your own custom floating fortress.
Trouble afoot.
You'll need to choose your path along the river carefully. The robot security forces will set up blockades and strong defenses. Get too close, and they'll shoot out your inner tubes and damage your raft. And make sure not to set off the park alarm system. Setting out the alarm will start the park's self-clean cycle, which will obliterate all organic life in the area. And that would really ruin your summer vacation.
And that would really ruin your summer vacation. This is like pure chaotic fun, though.
4 other amazingly talented devs from across the country. We're excited to announce Lazy River is coming to early access next year, summer 2027. Please wishlist us now on Steam. Thanks so much.
Uh-oh, I'm dying, help.
All right, well, have these onion rings before we die. Our next title is as complex and thought-provoking as you'd expect from developers Sunset Visitor. The Vancouver-based studio created Peabody-winning 1000 Times Resist, and their next game is looking just as intriguing, innovative, and slightly unnerving, in the best way. I'm so excited to present Prove You're Human.
I have dreamt so long of my body that I know everything about it. I have dreamt it into existence.
They say you think you're human.
I am human.
That's creepy.
Oh, welcome. My name is Pinky. I also go by Natalie, and I am narrative designer at Sunset Visitor Studios. In our upcoming game, an AI dares to dream that she's human, and it is your job to put her in her place. Prove You're Human is a sci-fi narrative adventure where you play as Santana. You've split your consciousness into 2, and you've been uploaded to a digital world to work. On your first day, you head into the office and you meet a giant face extended off of a mechanical arm. This is Mesa. And day in and day out, you spend time with her. And through doing rather esoteric captchas, you learn more about her as she learns more about you.
My name is Daniel Bolio. I'm an artist here at Sunset Visitor, and my background has mostly been in animation here in Vancouver. My first project in games was a game for the Nintendo Switch called Boreal Tenebrae. Animating Mesa is, we're approaching it in a unique way where we're trying to have this balance where there is enough complexity in the animation system so that she's able to hit all these poses and expressions and micro expressions that we want her to hit, but also have the system intuitive enough that the writers are able to control a lot of that animation from within their writing documents through text-based macros. And having them be able to suggest animations for her to do in the writing document is sort of imperative to how we want to make this game. Some interesting challenges for Mesa is just how big she is in frame. Like I've been finding that really like subtle micro expressions that usually you wouldn't be able to read on a character, they're all you need to convey an emotion on Mesaface. She can be very serpentine, she can be very robotic, but she can also be very organic. So there's a lot of different ways that she can be animated and a lot of different kind of modes that Mesaface can hit.
Something is different about Mesa. In the middle of the night, you catch her muttering to herself about a body. And not just any body, her body. She is certain that she has a body just like you, which is impossible. So, of course, you do not believe her until one day.
Nice.
This next world premiere
Ludo Surpriso.
hails from Paris, France, from a developer who isn't afraid to peel away the layers of the humanity onion.
The what now?
Video games. They should always be fun and lighthearted and designed to make us forget about all the worries in our lives, right? Right? Wrong. I'm Florent Morin from The Pixelant, and we are known for making video games about the most depressing topics imaginable, like forced migrations, or grief, or child abuse. Also, we made one horseback riding game, but this one doesn't count.
This one doesn't count.
Why would we do that, you ask? Well, it's not just because we are a bunch of mean, depressed French wannabe existentialists. Of course we are, but we also believe in the power of video games to tell stories that you will care deeply about.
Yeah. Video games should be allowed to have a dark narrative.
Stories we can't afford to ignore. So, let me tell you about Ithaca. In this narrative road trip RPG, you play as Penelope, a 30-something environmental rights lawyer who spent the last decade trying to sue big polluting companies and failing miserably. Today, you hop in your car and decide to drive to a place called Ithaca, where you're supposed to meet with friends from the Earth Protection Association you just joined. A perfectly normal thing to do, except there's the boss of a big petroleum company tied up in your trunk. Ithaca starts as a game where you, the player, have to figure out what's going on. From the comfort of your vehicle, you'll be able to call and text Penelope's friends and family. You'll get to know her better as she pretends everything is normal. And as the story is moving forward, you'll gain experience points that will allow you to shape her personality. Depending on your skills, you will pass or fail checks that will open or close new narrative routes. You'll also be able to explore your own thoughts in search for answers about who you really are.
So this is an interactive VN, got it.
Stop in service stations to meet with strangers. Investigate the interior of your car for clues that may have been planted there. Or call mysterious phone numbers to learn info that will shed a new light on the operation you're part of. And in the end, you'll be left with the most complicated question Penelope has ever faced. Will she go all the way and finish what she started? Or will the road change everything? We're not making Ithaca to give answers. We're making it because we're living through questions that feel increasingly hard to avoid. About power, about violence, about the world we live in and how far we're ready to go to defend it. About what still feels possible when nothing seems to work anymore. And we hope Ithaca will be one way to sit with those questions for a while. Carefully and comfortably, from inside a car that keeps moving forward. If that sounds interesting to you, we've just launched a Kickstarter and a Steam page, and we hope to release the game in late 2027. Also, you never know, there might still be a cute horseback riding minigame in there somewhere.
Ever since we first showed this next game, we've been eagerly anticipating its release. Well, have we got some news for you?
Hi there.
My name's Will, I'm part of the dev team here at Radical Forge, and we're working alongside the guys over at Crescent Moon Games to bring you Screenbound. Now, previously on Day of the Devs, Crescent Moon talked about how they initially came up with the idea for Screenbound and showed off some of the early mechanics. But today I want to talk about the narrative and show off some of the design choices.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, I remember them showing this a few years back.
So, for the narrative, you, the player, find yourself in the role of Pavi, on the hunt for her missing mother, Lova. Now, after finding a trans-dimensional device called a Q-Boy amongst her things, you are thrust into another dimension. With the assistance from a questionable guide, Wetzler, your job is to traverse the Q realm and solve this land's puzzles in order to figure out what's been happening in this place, where your mother is, and how to bring her home. Design-wise, we've shown a lot of our first cartridges mechanics, where we pay homage to the side-scrolling games of old, trying to encapsulate that feeling of nostalgia and familiarity within the gameplay. Keeping mechanics like head stomping and momentum-based movement really makes you feel like you're playing a game from that era. Recently though, we teased our second cartridge for the game, and this one we wanted to shake things up a little bit and change perspectives from a side-scrolling platform type game to a top-down adventure game reminiscent of the ones from the late 90s, with a whole host of new mechanics, enemies and challenges to overcome. So keep an eye out for more in the coming months. That said, we're happy to announce that the game Screenbound will be coming out for release across all platforms September 10th, 2026. But you don't have to wait till then. We actually have a demo going live right now on Steam. So grab your controllers and cast your minds back to a simpler time, because it's time to become Screenbound.
This next game's been making the round at PAX and EVO, and we're excited to show the first gameplay footage. It's from Red Moon Workshop out of Austin, Texas. This is Shot One Fighters.
Hi, Day of the Devs. My name's SB, over at Red Moon Workshop in Austin, Texas. Our team's been super hard at work on a brand new type of roguelite, with combat inspired by classic fighting games. So check out the trailer for Shot One Fighters.
See, they've done this kind of thing about Street Fighter and Soul Calibur, and it's... I don't know, I don't really enjoy it. Kick your ass.
And that was a trailer for Shot One Fighters. Currently, you guys can wishlist the game on Steam, as well as follow our game on Kickstarter, which is coming very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and we really appreciate the opportunity to be on Day of the Devs. I also want to give a shout out to our community and our fellow devs working tirelessly to make this game a reality. We cannot wait to show you guys what's coming next for Shot One Fighters.
Our next title is from Happy Broccoli Games, a small team based in Berlin who are most well known for bringing us the cozy mystery-solving Duck Detective series. Their new game offers a different type of mystery to solve, and it's a world premiere. People better watch out, because there's about to be an attempted murder round here. This is Apple Crumble.
Attempted murder? Oh boy.
All right, Grandma, here we are.
Don't open the door! It's that prick, Ellen.
Hey, Jessatron! How's my favourite niece?
Hello, I'm Annika from Happy Broccoli Games. You may know us from our games such as Duck Detective, The Secret Salami.
I'm the Duck Detective. I'm here to investigate a case.
It's the Salami Bandit!
However, today, I'm very excited to be sharing with you an exclusive first glimpse of our newest title, Apple Crumble. The game is simple. It's your grandma's 84th birthday party, and one of your family members is trying to murder her.
Could it be your stressed out mom, your midlife crisis uncle? Your younger sister Millie has been acting weird lately. Just ignore the weird man.
Hold up.
Has been acting weird lately.
Danganronpa plushies. That's Nagito from Danganronpa. Nice.
Just ignore the weird man in your bedroom for now.
We at Happy Broccoli Games are big fans of thriller narratives. We've been drawing inspiration from things like Agatha Christie, Knives Out, Mouthwashing,
I mean, you've clearly played Danganronpa considering.
and many more. Reconnect with your dysfunctional family. Explore your childhood home and work out who you can trust before it's time for tea. Apple Crumble is a creepy, cozy walking sim. Rummage through your family's belongings and uncover the secrets they're
You had me until you said walking sim. Come on.
hiding from you. Apple Crumble is a suspenseful interactive story and will be piping hot out of the oven later this year. We hope you enjoy Grandma's birthday. And remember, everyone is a suspect.
Have you ever dreamt of a game where the main mode of interacting with the world is slapping stuff? Well, your dreams have been answered. Check out this world premiere of Turbo Button's new game, Slap Out of It.
Hi, I'm Nick from Turbo Button, and I'm excited to introduce you to Slap Out of It, our slap and solve adventure game coming to PC and console next year.
Our world is broken. But at Puzzle, we're putting it back together piece by piece. And we want you to join our family of on-demand experts to solve the problems of our paying customers with a personal touch. Think you have what it takes to be a puzzle-solving ninja? A rock star who's not afraid to get your hands dirty? A loner with no friends or family who'll come looking for you? Then reach out and become a Puzz Pal today. That's where you'll apply skills like personal tutor, junk removal, dry docking, commercial plumbing, tech support, caretaking, print-based marketing, whatever the hell this is. We'll
Whatever the hell this is.
Together.
Slap Out of It is an interactive comedy sandbox filled with silly puzzles inspired by classic point-and-click adventure games.
I used to play a lot of those when I was a kid. Humongous Entertainment, anyone?
You'll be tasked with exploring a very odd office building where each floor is a gateway to another world filled with new characters to meet and strange secrets to discover. Slapping is how you interact with everything around you. And just about everything and everyone react to your slaps. You'll also find a bunch of useful items along the way that you can store in your trusty fanny pack. Some items have special uses, but of course, you can slap with every item as well. The more you slap, the more you learn about how the world works. But don't expect everyone to be happy about that.
Our team is dedicated to interactive comedy and celebrating the art of dumb. Up till now, we've been known for making a bunch of silly VR games, but Slap Out of It is our first time stepping away from VR entirely. It builds on some of our past work.
VR is weird.
While exploring lots of new ideas, and it's all meticulously handcrafted to keep you thinking and laughing at the same time. We've spent years iterating, editing, and polishing, and we're so proud to say this is our dumbest game yet. We're also excited to be working with Ben Starr, who joins us now to share a little about what this project means to him.
I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want, but of course I'll do it.
We'll have more news to share about Slap Out of It soon. Thanks for watching.
Please pretend that you'll buy the game by wishlisting now.
Damn it. Yeah, I've wishlisted a lot of stuff and haven't bought it. Yeah.
We promised you a lot of world premieres, but it's not very often we get to show you sequel, follow-up sort of things. This next one is from our buds over in England, and it features a very familiar cast.
Loading.
Hello, I'm Gavin Price, studio head at Playtonic Games.
And I'm Chris Sutherland, programming lead. We're absolutely thrilled to be here to introduce you to the next chapter for our favorite buddy duo, Super Ukulele Cards.
Oh, that's cool.
Yuka and Lady are back, but this time they've traded the platforming for the starting grid. We're hitting the track in a unique style to give karting fans an experience like no other, one where above all, skill reigns supreme.
With Super Ukulele Kart, we're building a racing game that rewards mastery of its many mechanics, tracks, items and perks. This isn't just a Sunday drive, it's a high-speed, high-skill, pixel-perfect racing showdown. Think of it as the definitive competitive karting adventure. Just a touch more lizard and bat than your usual Grand Prix.
At Playtonic, our goal has always been to inject a bit of that classic fun and character-driven magic back into the industry. We might be a small team, but we've got a lot of history between us, and as huge karting fans ourselves, we can sense when sometimes things have drifted too far from much of what we believe made those experiences so fun in the first place. Super Ukulele Kart is quick to pick up, but for hardcore genre fans, we're one-upping everything you already know and love from the best karting games and ramping up the skill level even further, with new racing techniques, unleashing outrageous attacks on your opponents and gaining every advantage possible right up to the finish line.
Not only that, we want you to be able to have your karting cake and eat it too. With Super Ukulele Kart, you'll be able to set up races with an unparalleled degree of customization and flexibility, guaranteeing endless ways to compete with your friends to whatever extremes you desire. We can't wait to see you on the track and test ourselves against you too.
Thank you so much for letting us share Super Ukulele Kart with you today. We've been fine-tuning this one for a while, and it's a relief to finally have it out of the garage and into your hands.
If you'd like to support us, please do head over to Steam to follow and wishlist the game. It truly makes a massive difference for us. We'll also be hosting a series of beta tests very soon, so do keep an eye out for how to sign up. We'd love your help in getting this across the finish line and making the game the definitive karting experience.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the starting grid. Can't wait to reveal more features soon.
All the way from Poland, we've got some news from the creators of The Invincible.
Oh, hi. We are Starward Industries, the team behind Into the Fire. It's a Cataclysm extraction survival game where you have to navigate ever-changing terrain, battle against fire and volcanic demons to find and rescue survivors. In order to truly capture the high-stakes pressure, obviously, and fire physics itself, we didn't just read the manuals. We took part in a fire safety training and participated in professional research sessions. And honestly, we are probably the most fire-ready team in the whole industry.
They actually train in firefighting.
You could say, in other words,
That's
that
awesome.
we truly know how to handle the heat.
Okay, this might be pretty cool. Now I've got my attention.
It was supposed to be a quiet trip, but this place was already breaking.
Dust Runner here, back in New Syndra. Nothing settled ground shifting, rocks coming down. You'll feel it soon enough. You know what to look for. Bring it back. Don't stop moving.
Every time we go out there, the island takes a little more.
Oh, this looks
More
really
ground,
cool.
More paths, more people. And the fire brought more than ash.
Yo, this looks awesome. And also a nightmare for everybody's GPU and all those particle effects. Good God.
And the island fell apart. We bring back whoever we can.
You make the call.
Push further
I'm going in!
or turn back.
Dust Runner on final. 30 seconds to RV. Coming for you! Almost there!
So we keep going back into the fire.
Yo, that looks neat.
Oh my god, not again. Alright, listen everyone, let's put our skills to the test. Evacuate!
So there was, when we did our PSAT, some kid pulled the fire alarm. I think it was either that or like a false threat. I don't think I could say the actual word. But yeah, I fell asleep after my PSAT because I was bored out of my mind. And I woke up to a teacher being like, yo, alarm's going off, we have to leave. And I'm like, what the? I was so confused.
No, wait, I gotta put this back.
I'm a wish list this because this actually looks pretty interesting. I'm probably gonna go back and once the stream's done and wish list a lot of stuff that I find interesting. But if you like these indie games, wish list them, people. It does actually help the devs out tremendously. Add to wish list. Oh, there's a playtest going on for it. Neat. You going next. Join the playtest. Request access on Steam. That actually
This next
sounds
game is
generally
the latest
terrifying.
in a series of well-known cooperative puzzle platformers. That's right, folks. It's time for another.
Never been seen video game screen.
I don't know about you folks, but he's really trying my patience.
That's not funny.
He's trying in general. I think the PC gaming show is on later today. I do want to watch that, unless it already aired. I don't know.
Once upon a time, in a distant corner of the kingdom, two youngsters stumbled into trouble and unknowingly bound their fate to the realm's greatest heroes.
I hate when that happens.
Who are you two?
They must have somehow tampered with Trine's magic.
Are they trying to replace us?
We're just as baffled as you are. The heroes of Trine are three. Three.
You don't need to convince us. The last thing we want is to be stuck with a trio of fossils.
Wait, is this a triple player RPG?
Here goes.
Wait, is this an RPG where everybody plays? Oh, that's cool.
Watch out!
Don't underestimate us.
That's right. What's that? It's another magic beastie.
That's cool. So everybody plays a character. That's neat. I like that.
The more they traveled together, the clearer it became that the young siblings had been keeping secrets. Some of them much darker than the rest.
I shall see you soon, heroes.
Put on your detective caps for our next title. Italian developer LKA is known for their atmospheric, character-driven games like Martha is Dead. Their third entry, When Sirens Fall Silent, looks like it's going to be an upgrade of
Detective
everything
cap
they've
is on.
released. I can't wait to dive into the mystery on this one. Check
I
out
can't move
When
her; it'll
Sirens
fall
Fall
off. It's the only thing I had available.
I am Luca Darko. I'm the founder and artistic director of LKA Studios, a small 10-person company specialized in deep narrative-based psychological games.
Our first games were The Town of Light and Martha is Dead. When Sirens Fall Silent is our third title.
Oh man,
we
Tanta!
This series, stories senza voce, voiceless stories, and through these stories we try to explore forgotten people, voiceless people. We aim to shine a light on their suffering because they deserve to be heard.
This looks
and also
creepy.
because their stories are still sadly relevant in today's world.
Holy shit, what happened here? You hear that, kid?
I bet he's exaggerating.
Come on, let's get on with it.
When Sirens Fall Silent is a dark psychological thriller with horror undertones set in Italy in the early 1990s. The player takes on the role of Mila, a rookie police officer who is unexpectedly pulled into a major case triggered by the rampage of a serial killer. As the investigation unfolds, Mila becomes increasingly vulnerable, and the boundary between reality and supernatural grows even more blurred. We address many complex and controversial topics that we believe deserve more attention, like human trafficking, addictions, trauma, and misogyny.
That missing girl in the photo. Are we going to save her? It makes me nervous to think she's depending on us.
Yes. I'm sure we'll be the ones to find her. And you will become the new commissioner. Instead of that pathetic little man.
I don't know about that. You like to fantasize, huh?
Characters are at the core of When Silence Falls Silent story, and we are placing a strong focus on character interactions alongside a structured and rich gameplay experience, including branching dialogues, investigation mechanics, exploration, environmental puzzles, and some rather significant surprises.
The UV lamp has shown up large traces of blood. Why did that man bring me here? It must be an important clue.
Oh, that lagoon is cursed.
Based on previous choices, the protagonist's inner fragilities will gradually emerge and significantly change the way the game's story is experienced.
This is a huge evolution for us as a studio, and we really hope you can feel the passion we are putting in this game as we continue.
I thought he said, I hope you can feel the depression we're putting in this game. Yeah, kinda.
And stay true to the DNA that defines LKA games. Thank you very much for watching.
That's not creepy.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all our sponsors for making this possible. Thanks to all the developers for making and sharing their games with us. And thanks to you for watching. You can go wishlist these games. That really helps the developers. And I hope you enjoyed all the Electro Surprisos.
There's one more I wanted to wish list.
That's
It
the cool one, right?
was this horror one that looks fascinating.
So the story of Tenebrisomnia follows Julia, an Argentine girl who's having nightmares every night about him right here in their fixal board game with live action.
Fenibris, I think. their accent makes it hard to understand them, and I feel racist saying this, but it does. I can tell what they were saying. I do want to This looks really cool, and I'm not telling my friends anything about it, or they will not be jump scared. Where? Gang. Is there a direct link to it on STEM? Oh, there is. Oh, of course, they have a freaking Day of the Dead thing. I'm just dumb, apparently. Oh, there's a demo for Tenebris Somnia. Oh, shit. They didn't say that in the trailer. Ah, cool. Yeah, I want to add to my wish list. Yeah. They didn't say there was a demo in the trailer. Add to wish list. Add to library. The more interaction with these games that you find cool is good because reasons. Alright. That was Day of the Devs. Let me check the Summer Game Fest thingy to see if PC Game Fest aired yet. I think that's tonight. If it is tonight, I might watch out with my other friends and stream more of that. When is PC Game Fest? PC Gaming shows tonight, and so is the Xbox showing. You know what I noticed didn't make a return? Oh no, it did. I'm looking at it, like, straight up. Wholesome Direct. I do want to watch the Southeast Asian Games Showcase. How long is it? It's another hour. What time is it? Only 9 o'clock. Yeah, we can sit through this. Let me just make sure audio is playing from the thing. It is.
To the Clawville Police Department.
What's good, everyone, and welcome to the Southeast Asian Games Showcase 2026. I'm Michael Hyam.
I'm Samantha Lau.
And I'm Arif Johan.
We're excited to be back again this year, shining a spotlight on Southeast Asian-based developers and Southeast Asian-led teams from all over the globe. This year, we got a packed show with exclusive trailers, updates, and announcements for over 35 games from Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam.
We wanted to make sure that this year's show had the very best from Southeast Asia talent with everything, from short teasers to long deep dives behind the games you see today.
Before we kick things off, we also wanted to thank our sponsors, Gamescom Asia and Thailand Game Show, Goldpack Goblins, MDEC, PM Studios, Raw Fury, Toge Productions, Xbox, and
wow, Xbox actually became a sponsor.
Outside of the showcase, these organizations have all played an important role in supporting and championing Southeast Asian games.
All right, let's get it poppin' and kick things off with our first announcement.
Oh, is this coming out of beta? played this. A lot of this. I don't know if it's coming out of beta. Wait, this is this year's show, right? 'Cause this came out last year. Yeah. This game's actually pretty fun. Oh yeah, I forgot that's an option you have in this game. So they're adding more features. Yeah, this game is hella popular. Ah, they're adding tournaments in finally. Are they adding in the other TCGs as well? That's what I'm excited for. 'Cause I know they're adding in like other stuff too. And one more thing. Oh, you can actually play the game now? Ah, sick. We fully playable one. Ah, that's awesome. You can actually play the game now. Ah, that's sick. Shueisha.
Vinyl City, the music capital of the world. 3 years ago, our band battled some of the greatest artists here.
And we're gonna battle more!
We are?
Of course! This time, we're taking it to... And we're alive!
You all know me. I'm Vanessa Light. And I bring you the latest news. The best, the worst, all the drama in the music scene directly to you.
The Grand Quasar is a miracle of rhythmothic technology. When introduced to a surge of rad power, this carefully balanced beacon of science suddenly experienced a cascade of failures.
Bunkbed Junction. Your mission, which you can only choose to accept, is to travel across the peninsula and collect all pieces of the Quasar fragments.
Wait, that means...
We're going on a road trip! This is gonna be awesome! Woohoo!
It seems to me that you guys are acting more like Tatiana's hired muscle here.
We're not!
Well, if it isn't the bunk bed jokers. For I am Rama Irama. And in my world, you play by my rules.
Do you think we got too big too fast, Zook?
I hate to see you doubt yourself, May, but your instincts have never been wrong.
Rock on. Vinyl City waits for you.
It's like a platform or an action game where the grappling hook's the main mechanic. I'm glad we're seeing a lot less Souls-like games now, because that market's hella oversaturated at this point.
Hi, I'm Victoria Tran, and I'm the Communications Director at Innersloth, creators of Among Us. I also help run our indie game fund Outer Sloth, I wrote a book about community management, and I'm a partner at Wholesome Games. As a child of Vietnamese immigrants, I learned from the very start how important it is to build a foundation for others to help them succeed and grow. And it's one of those things where Southeast Asian games really happen because we are able to tell our stories and explore our creativity, spurred on by the support of others that came before us. There are a couple of Outer Sloth funded games in this showcase, so I'm really excited to introduce one of them, which is Ho Games, who are hard at work on their game, Am I Nima?
Girl, I love you, but your background is hurting my
Jeremy, that's a
eyes.
And
What? Hey, my name is Jeremy Ho, and I'm the creative director and artist at Ho Games.
I'm Alvin Ho, and I'm the lead programmer.
Hi, I'm Allison Ho, and I'm a 3D artist.
Man, you
And
guys
we're
are a bunch of
working on our
hoes.
debut game, Am I Nima? Am I Nima is a psychological horror game where you play as Nima, a girl who has lost all her memories and is being trapped in the basement by her mother. To escape, all you have to do is pass your mom's test and convince her that you really are her daughter.
In this game, you navigate Nima's actions by using words that appear in her brain. These words are Nima's thoughts and emotions. Words can also be combined together to create new words, allowing you to dive deeper into Nima's mind. Some of these combinations might even bring up hidden memories and secrets.
Exploration is also a big part of the game. Interacting with objects in the room will give you clues and insights into Nima's past, helping you prepare for Mom's tests.
When it comes to these tests, you'll use your newfound words to direct the conversation. Choose your words carefully, as they will change how Nima responds to her mom. Will you tell her what she wants to hear, or will you probe her for the truth? Here's a look at a new test, where Nima will draw pictures based on your words. Make
That's
sure to wishlist
creepy.
Am I Nima on Steam.
That's adorable. Wait, you make a train for cats? That's absolutely adorable.
Hey everyone, my name's Nijo. I'm an actor and one of the producers at Sunset Visitors Studio. I got my start in games with Sunset Visitors' debut game, 1000 Times Resist, where I got to voice the role of Watcher. As a first-gen Vietnamese Canadian, I now realize how lucky I am to be able to harness two different cultures whenever I approach my work, building my life while honoring my heritage. 24, 58, 32. In this upcoming incremental horror game, you'll generate random numbers to earn cash. Use that cash to commit unspeakable sins. But be cautious, God is watching.
Oh, this is cool. It looks like Belotro. Belotro. I don't know how to say that one right.
God is watching.
Oh, damn. That's creepy as fuck. I might play the demo of that. Now I want ramen. It's gonna give me a copyright strike because it's Sentai, Super Sentai. I'm probably very wrong on that. Oh, Ultraman. Oh, hey, a mobile game. I don't care. Oh, I forgot about Giga Bash. That released like... Okay, I'll forgive you on that one.
Hello, apa kabar? I'm Sarah Johanna, an indie game marketer from Indonesia. Here's a short little we've been told about the culture of Gotong Royong, which literally means like staying together. And that's a culture that I also see in the game community, where you work together and support each other without expecting anything in return. And for me, that is as beautiful as flower. Here's a game from Thailand where you manage a magical flower shop with help from a chaotic clueless fairy. Design unique bouquets, build connections, and join Puni on a wholesome, silly adventure about self-discovery.
I like her microphone. Oh, I thought she said clothing shop. Oh, this looks cool. It's like 2.5D Mega Man almost. Oh no, it's clay. That's cool. Kid Bash Super Legend. That's what she said? Oh, this! I remember seeing this announced. Building relationships. No thanks, I'm already playing a game where I date objects.
Sup dudes, I'm Kurt Triodica, also known as Shaggy Beer Games, the solid dev behind Lost and Found. It's an adventure game that blends 2D, 3D, pixel art, and a bunch of different animation styles. I put together this exclusive trailer for the C Game Showcase. I hope you enjoy it.
Die, potato. Not today.
Hey guys, this is Jay, co-founder of Singaporean indie game studio Kopi Forge. Our game, Sedap, a culinary adventure, a chaotic co-op game about Southeast Asian food, was featured in last year's edition of the Southeast Asian Games Showcase. This year, I'm very excited to be able to pass the baton over to our friends at Twilight Foundry Games. This game is a narrative-driven management sim about rediscovering lost recipes and rebuilding the family restaurant. Journey through the rich tapestry of Malaysia's gastronomical culture in this upcoming title. Check it out and don't forget to stay hydrated.
When your Montavi is stolen, you have to take matters into your own hands. I'll play multiple decks to their full potential. Keep track of my actions, that's essential. See how the grid is laid out real nice? I gotta pay attention or I'll pay the price. Give out biscuits to assemble my team. I'll be the best Montavi trainer the city's ever seen. Me versus the bad guys, who will the winner be? That all depends on my team's synergy. Winning's just the first step in my journey. I'll need a powerful build to show that I'm worthy. There's supplies all over and unique events. Let's hit a vending machine and see what I get. I'll travel the city to fight and collect and meet lots of Montavi that I need to protect. We got Cavpot, Kara B, and Tygo, Cacto, Tonki, them, and...
Wait, are they parodying the poker rap? They are.
Who are you? Training Montavi and don't delay. Use an action to move out of the way. Build up your deck and choose your attacks. If you lose the battle, time to run it back. Montavi. Coming soon.
Neat.
Real soon. Check it out.
What am I looking at?
Hey man, how you doing? Yeah, another sleepless night for me. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I keep having the dream over and over again.
Wait, what? You mean we need 2 more days?
No. We've been stuck on this for 2 weeks, man.
Just a shadow game. But do I get a Millennium item?
Hopefully you remember me from the top of the show. I'm Michael Heim, editor at IGN. You may have seen me on podcasts, videos, reviews, or at events, and all that good stuff. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and being able to wield the Filipino-American working class perspective when it mattered has led to some of my favorite work, and I hope others have connected with it. I've also had a sharp eye on the rise of the Southeast Asian game development scene, and I'm so proud to see these works of art connect with people from across the world. One of which brings the wild sport of Sepak Takraw to video game form. Think Extreme Kick Volleyball. And this game is kind of a mix between Smash Bros. And Windjammers, so check out Sepak U.
Battle Brew Productions. Nice. Oh, this looks cool. Kind of like that one where you dated your weapon. Don't remember the name of it. I played it a long time ago. Ew. That is gross. What the fuck is that? Supposed to be some fucked up version of Katamari Damacy. Looks like it.
The Southeast Asian Games Showcase 2026 wouldn't have been possible without our amazing sponsors. Once again, a huge thank you to Gamescom Asia and Thailand Game Show, Goldpack Goblins, MDEC, PM Studios, Raw Fury, Tokyo Productions, Xbox, and Exola. We also wanted to remind you that you could find the games in our showcase and even more Southeast Asian games on our official Steam page. Download demos and support the games that are already out, and wishlist the games that catch your eye. Your support goes a long way for developers across the region. We also wanted to give a shout out to our event partners all over the region who are organizing live watch parties of the Southeast Asian Games Showcase.
Hey, I'm Rizal. And I'm Cash. And we're two childhood friends making a co-op roguelike deck builder made to test your relationships.
What?
Duel Quest is a game where you build decks and go on runs to make your build stronger, like any other roguelike deck builder, but with a quirky twist.
In the middle of battle, your cards become personal questions you ask each other.
Pick a question you think your co-op partner knows about you, and match the answers.
Dude, you have too many shoes.
Yeah, it's a problem.
If you match answers on each of your turns, you create awesome combo cards.
Get it wrong, however.
That's neat.
Dude, what the f***?
How can you
Pasta is
prefer
like the best thing in the
pizza
world.
over
You can have
pasta?
so much. I don't think we can be friends.
Oh,
anymore.
I need to play
Get
this
it
with one of
wrong,
my
you get
friends.
punished, and your bonds are broken.
Pick from a wide range of question themes with hundreds of questions each. Choose your paladin, build your decks, and explore awesome encounters with every new run.
Just don't blame us if your relationships don't stand the test.
It's okay. Murph Island. Wow.
Hey everyone, I'm Samantha Lau. I'm a publishing director, narrative designer, and co-founder of the Southeast Asia Game Showcase. I'm also Malaysian and I'm currently living in Japan. Today I'm here to introduce an extremely heartfelt title with themes like romance, breakups, and a very Merry Christmas. Fall in love with this story-rich visual novel from Singapore. This is Merry Crisis.
Do you want me to do this again?
Okay.
I can't even do that.
Okay. I am starting.
Hey, my name's Nido, and I'm one of the producers at Sunset Visitor Studios. Previously, before coming onto the studio, I had the privilege of voicing the role Watcher in Sunset Visitor's debut game, 1000 Times Resist. I'm the firstborn Canadian in my family. My parents are Vietnamese. My dad was a boat person and immigrated to Canada after fleeing the Vietnam War. I'm sure, like most firstborn children of immigrant parents, there is a tension, a bit of a push and pull between the influences, the culture that raised us, and our new identity in Canada. But the reality is both identities can't exist without the other. I think my Canadian identity informs my Vietnamese identity, and that's what makes it me.
Hello, hello. My name is Natalie Tinyan Gan. I also go by Pinky Lee. I am narrative designer and writer at Sunset Visitor Studios. My mother is from Hong Kong and my father is from Malaysia. One of the earliest photos of me is as a baby hovering over a mahjong table, sitting in the middle of our living room of our ancestral home. I spent a lot of my childhood summers growing up in Malaysia, particularly in an area called Setapak, which is on the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur, and which is a place that really no one goes to visit unless they live there. When I think about Southeast Asia, I think about Malaysian heat. I think about Malaysian food. I think about Malaysian malls. I also reflect on the complex web of cultures, of languages, and of politics. As a kid, I naturally took all of this for granted, but I think a lot of these memories and early exposures have played a significant role in who I am and how I understand the world. My work is very responsive to my environment, and as such, I've made a point of returning to Malaysia every year to work, to live, to be, to eat. And more, I'm discovering how much the spirit of the place has always been present in my art, not only in aesthetic, but also in my instincts as a storyteller. In our upcoming game, Prove You're Human, I have the distinct privilege of getting to write a Southeast Asian protagonist who also happens to be the
Oh, we already saw Prove
We're
You're
currently
Human.
in production, and we look forward to sharing it with you soon.
I have dreamt so long of my body that I know everything about it. I have dreamt it into existence.
They say you think you're human.
We already saw that.
When I meet my body,
Yeah, some games share stages, which is annoying. Verde. This looks cute. For anyone wondering what show this is the Southeast Asian showcase. We already watched Day of the Devs.
Walked this path before me.
I hope this isn't based on the anime of a similar name, because that was shit. I don't believe it is. Oh, this is very Risk of Rainy. I like that.
Let your zodiac trials begin.
Do I have to? Ew, Xbox ad. It burns.
We're proud supporters of games from across Southeast Asia.
Oh, it was actually showing games.
I'm Jun Shen
Whoops.
from Xbox.
Oh well.
As you've just seen, we're proud supporters of games from across Southeast Asia, and we couldn't be more excited to be back at the Southeast Asian Games Showcase. Now, let's check out Over Hours by Control D Studio.
So Xbox just hijacked the last 10 minutes. Interesting. Dungeon Hot Pot. It's a library. A few demos now. Steam still doesn't have a section that sorts demos, unfortunately.
Hello, fellow productive members of society. My name is Elwin.
Worker 012.
I heard you are the kind of people who play hard and work harder. So I'm here to present our latest project in development, Work Work Work. Work 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 is a retro pixel art adventure game where you experience the surreal cycle of work, life, and death. You must find clues, gather information to uncover the hidden truth. The game takes place inside the Triquetra company where you play as a worker. It features familiar locations found in many workplaces, such as cubicles that promise full privacy, a pantry with free flow coffee,
An infinitely looping emergency staircase.
and
What
an
the fuck?
escalation meeting hall designed to inspire productivity. Work 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 began as a prototype released in 2023, titled Test Test Test. It incorporated alternate reality game elements. Work 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 retained the same theme and gameplay, while introduced a new story and puzzles. Work 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 is created by Toge Productions, specifically its Surabaya-based subsidiary, Mochiken Studio, the team behind games like When the Past Was Around and The Space Forky Unbound. That's all I can present today. Stay tuned for more news on Work Work Work. Have a great and productive day.
Hi, I'm Nicole, director of Until Then at Polychroma Games.
Hello, I'm Kyle Patrick Naval, composer for Until Then and its upcoming DLC Until Then After Images.
After Images is a DLC featuring 2 new short stories following Sophia and Mark grown up, along with brand new characters. In this DLC, we wanted to explore the lasting silent undercurrents of grief, loss, and acceptance. We wanted to take on more mature and profound themes portrayed in 2 unique chapters.
I think the players will love the overall story that we are about to tell, and we are really excited to share what we came up with as a team, and I hope that you are really excited to see it as well.
One of my favorite things about this DLC is that Mark's chapter is set in a fictional version of University of the Philippines, Diliman, where some of my colleagues and I went to college. The artists did an excellent job of recreating the atmosphere of Sunken Garden, as well as the places and buildings around it.
Oh, wow.
It felt like I was
Looks
back
gorgeous,
in time.
honestly.
The most challenging part for me and the most fun at the same time in making the music for this DLC was probably the full band tracks. I also got to experiment more on writing songs on the guitar and some other instruments, and I'm really excited to break down some tracks when it releases, so I hope you can be. patient with us.
We thought this would be easy because we made Until Then for years and already have experience making all these scenes. But the truth is, a lot of the environments, sprites, and characters in this DLC, they had to be made from scratch, and we forgot that, that would take so much time, but in the end, it was all worth it. We can't wait for you to experience After Images, our take on what it means to carry on living in the presence of absence.
That sounds really interesting, honestly.
Hello, I'm Suncha from Scrollcast Studio, and we're back with Hua 2. With this sequel, Hua blossoms into a fully 3D world, opening up a whole new dimension for exploration, puzzle solving, and discovery, while building upon the visual and musical heart of the original game. You can expect delightful brain teasers for puzzles, fun minigames, and plenty of adorable costumes to collect. We'll see if you can find them all. We're super excited to once again feature music by Johannes Johansson and Lauri Koivisto, whose heartfelt compositions fill every moment with warmth and soul. We cannot wait to have you play Hua 2 this fall. Till then,
We've now come to the end of the Southeast Asian Game Showcase 2026.
Remember that you can find all games in our show and
That
even
was
more
interesting. A lot of cool demos that are out, too. Definitely want to try out this hot pot thing. I'm gonna save the other demo to later because I want to scare the absolute living piss ants out of my friends. Alright. Anyway, that was some of the Summer Game Fest stuff that I've seen. I'll be back probably tomorrow with the PC Gaming Show and stuff since it airs tonight. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a follow.